Kinder Bueno. It's crispy. Not your average chocolate bar. Milk chocolate, crispy wafer, creamy hazelnut filling. It's Kinder Bueno.
Clarity knocks out symptoms within 200.
Experience the joy of a clean car.
Good evening. I'm Dr. Alicia Rebar, Executive Associate Dean for Academics and Accreditation here at the College of Nursing, and I welcome you to our Master's Entry to Practice Stethoscope ceremony. We are delighted to have you here in person with our students in the Alumni Center and welcome our parents and friends online. This is an exceptional time that we recognize our future nurse leaders as they prepare to enter the clinical area in our local hospitals and healthcare settings as part of their ongoing training to become registered nurses. Congratulations to the class of 2025. Let's go ahead and give our first round of applause to our outstanding students. I'd like to take a moment to introduce our platform party. First, we have Ms. Melissa Taylor. She's the Vice President and CNO of Lexington Medical Center and this evening's speaker. Next to her is Dr. Ebony Harris. She's the Director of our MEPN program. Ms. Melissa Kepfer, who is the Director of Graduate Student Affairs. Dr. Kelly Niermeyer, who is our Assistant Professor and also a speaker for this evening. Ms. Ebony Capone, the MEPN Class Representative. Ms. Cheryl Nelson, our Assistant Dean for Student Affairs, and this is her very last ceremony because she's retiring in like 2 weeks. And Ms. Jessica McCormick, who is the Director of Strategic Initiatives here at the college. And of course, the true heart and soul of our college is our faculty, who are all over here. And I am biased, but I think that we have the best faculty and staff in the entire country. So I hope that you will take an opportunity to get to know these incredible people along your journey here. I will ask that all faculty here please stand and be recognized. So, it often takes a village to support our students during this rigorous and stellar program. Our family members provide support along the journey, and we would like to recognize you at this time. So I would ask that our students stand up, turn around, and acknowledge your friends and your family who joined you here today. I know, your fans. It's your fans. So go ahead and stand up and wave to your family. Say thank you. Now everybody saw where everybody is, so you know where to look for the picture, right? Okay. I first want to thank you for choosing the University of South Carolina for your graduate nursing education. The College of Nursing has a proud history of educating nurses for over 70 years. The nurse alumni are approaching close to 12,000. I feel very privileged to be a nurse. Nursing has many pioneers, from Mary Mahoney, the first African-American nurse, Lillian Wald, who led the public health initiative, who was the leader of the American Red Cross, and of course, the founder of nursing, Florence Nightingale. All of these women were strong advocates, compassionate, and great problem solvers for patients, families, and communities. Nursing is both an art and a science, but most of all, a profession of men and women with analytical skills to facilitate wellness, healthier living, or recovery from illness. And we are the professionals to help bring new life into the world at birth, hold one's hand, and care for individuals during their death. You have decided to pursue nursing at a wonderful place. We are #1 as validated by U.S. News & World Report, the National Institutes of Health, our accrediting bodies, and patients, families, and communities we serve. We also are known for innovative nursing practice models, our leadership in policy initiatives impacting nurses and patients in South Carolina and the U.S., and our global outreach and impact. And 99% of, we rank higher than 99% of any other college in the United States. We have high expectations for your class. You are a Carolinian nurse and among the best of the best. And I would like to take a moment to remind you of the college's values of diversity, inclusion, commitment, caring, integrity, respect, and professionalism. This is a great College of Nursing, and we welcome you to our village. Thank you. Now I would like to introduce Ebony Capone, who will bring greetings on behalf of the MEPN students. Ebony is a second-year MEPN student at the university here, and in 2022, Ebony graduated from USC with a Bachelor of Arts in Public Health. During her undergraduate experience, Ebony was part of the Maternal Child Health LEAP program, which granted her the opportunity to learn about different diseases impacting or affecting at-risk populations and discovering different careers in maternal child health care. She was also a part of the Multicultural Outreach Student Team, where she assisted increasing minority admissions at the University of South Carolina. During her time in the MEPN program, Ebony was awarded the Herbert Everest HIV Endowment Award, which is awarded to students interested in HIV/AIDS research. She was accepted into the VA HPSP Scholarship Program. She also became a Prisma Health Scholar and has been working on a project dedicated to increasing women's knowledge regarding sexual health. She is a creator and aims to show the minority experience to present and future College of Nursing students. She is also a participant in the Stand Up South Carolina program, which is a program created to assist underrepresented students as they transition into a career in nursing. Her most recent achievement was being inducted into Alpha Xi chapter of Sigma Theta Tau Honor Society. In the future, Ebony plans to work in women's health and later become a women's health nurse practitioner. Her goal is to increase knowledge pertaining to sexually transmitted diseases and other gynecological illnesses, along with increasing screening rates for minority women. Welcome, Ebony.
Thank you, Dr. Rebar. Thank you for the introduction, and good evening, everyone. Good evening to the incoming MEPN class of 2025, along with your friends and family. Tonight marks the start of your journey in becoming a master's prepared nurse. To acknowledge the importance of that title, I would like to define what it means to become a master of a subject. A master's degree is granted to an individual who demonstrates expertise in a specific topic area. To be an expert is to have extensive knowledge regarding a topic. As you enter into this program, this may seem like a lot to grasp, but I assure you it is easier than it sounds. The American Nurses Association defines nursing as the protection, promotion, and optimization of health and abilities, prevention of illness and injury, facilitation of healing, alleviation of suffering through the diagnosis and treatment of the human response, and advocacy in the care of individuals, families, groups, communities, and populations. One of the most important words in that definition is advocacy. Advocacy is when we stand up for the rights and requests of your patient at all times and is a key in nursing care. Advocacy begins and ends the nurse-patient relationship and is one of our most crucial tasks as a nurse. As you begin this program, you will learn the scientific basis of nursing, and later in this program, you will learn the ethical basis of nursing. But I challenge you to practice advocating not only for yourself, but also for your future patients now. But to advocate for your patient isn't only limited to asking about specific medications or procedures, but is being a participant in social justice because healthcare spans beyond the clinical floor and encases all parts of our lives, even if we do not realize it. Advocacy is standing up for individuals no matter their social, economic, intellectual, sexual, religious, or racial background. Tonight, I challenge you to analyze your individual bias as you sit in this ceremony and promise to yourself and your future patients that you will continue to analyze your own biases and stretch beyond them to uphold the highest level of care for your future patients. I would like to share a quote by Malala Yousafzai, which is, "When the world is silent, even one voice becomes powerful." As you progress through this program, I challenge you to be the voice not only for yourself, but for society. The first step to becoming a master in the topic of nursing is to master health advocacy. As we look on social media and even receive information from our peers, it may make you feel like achieving this degree may be difficult or even impossible. But I'm here to remind you that difficulty is determined by your own feelings and experiences. Throughout my life, I was always told to run your own race. And to some, it may seem like it is to just focus on yourself, but to me, that phrase means to focus on how you are taking on the challenge. As you run this race, I urge you to set your own pace and to continuously check in on yourself throughout this process. And on the days you start to grow weary or it seems you want to give up, I urge you to lean on your peers, staff, and your family for support and guidance to allow yourself time to recharge. The most difficult part of nursing is finding time for self-care. And as we all know, nothing is easy when you neglect yourself and your own needs. Do not deny yourself the pleasures of life and the opportunity to reflect on where you are in this process. If anything, these moments will be crucial in getting you through this program. Congratulations on beginning this feat and much success on your journey. Thank you.
Thank you. Now, I would like to introduce Dr. Kelly Niermeyer to provide remarks. Kelly's nursing career began and has been dedicated to neonatal and pediatric populations. She earned her BSN from Old Dominion University in 2003, her MSN with pediatric nurse practitioner concentration from Catholic University in 2015, and her DNP in 2019 from the University of South Carolina. Throughout her nursing career, she has been privileged to provide nursing care to children and families in many settings: newborn nursery, neonatal intensive care, inpatient pediatrics, public school, and primary care. She has enjoyed precepting nursing students as an RN and nurse practitioner in all settings. Please welcome Dr. Niermeyer.
Thank you, Dr. Rebar. Congratulations, MEPN students, and welcome to family and friends that are here to support these new MEPN students at the beginning of their education journey. I'm proud to share my reflections in nursing with you tonight. It's important to mention nurses that inspired me during my lifetime. My grandmother was a first-generation nurse. She graduated from a hospital-based nursing program at the end of the Great Depression. She was the first nurse that I ever knew. I idolized her starched white dress, her hat, her nylons, and her shoes. As a little girl, my grandmother read me the little golden book, Nurse Nancy. She brought me my first nurse's kit, and I would play Nurse Nancy with my dolls. I listened to their hearts with my plastic stethoscope, gave fake injections, and pretended to console my sick dolls. My grandmother sparked my interest in nursing and cultivated my understanding of nursing as a helping, healing, and caring profession. My aunt, a nurse anesthetist, was a second-generation nurse in my family. She opened my eyes to advanced practice nursing. In high school, my aunt helped me get the coveted position of a candy striper on a pediatric unit. A candy striper was a volunteer that wore a red and white uniform and was allowed to assist with patient care under the supervision of a nurse. This was the first time I witnessed hands-on nursing care with children and used a real stethoscope. I realized a stethoscope was a powerful nursing assessment tool. It was awesome to hear the heart, lung, and abdominal sounds of the pediatric patients. I vividly remember the nurses that took time to teach me and demonstrate nursing care in children. It was eye-opening to witness the responsibilities and hands-on care of the nurses. I saw the comfort that the nurses brought the children and families and gained an understanding of nursing teamwork. During my teen years, my cousin was born prematurely and was in the neonatal intensive care unit. When I visited, the nurses let me listen to my cousin's heartbeat and lung sounds. And this was the first time that I heard a rapid heart rate and abnormal lung sounds of a preemie with oxygen that needed oxygen support. I perceived the NICU nurses as brilliant when providing hands-on care to such tiny, vulnerable little patients. They inspired me to keep working hard to gain acceptance into nursing school. I will be forever grateful for the formative interactions I had with nurses during my childhood that led to nursing school. I suspect my grandmother was hopeful for a third-generation nurse when she brought me that little plastic red nurse's kit years ago. She would be beaming with pride hearing me talk with all of you tonight. In reflecting upon nursing school, I was proud to receive my white student nurse uniform and my stethoscope. They signified my achievement of being accepted into a nursing program and readiness to embark upon my nursing education. The beginning of my nursing program was filled with excitement, jitters, and positivity. The jitters dissipated as strong peer relationships formed and faculty became familiar. Nursing faculty truly wanted students to be successful. They were initially perceived as strict old-school nurses due to the highly detailed syllabi, the stringent dress codes, and lengthy checkoff lists for skills labs. However, the students came to understand all of those requirements were important in preparing for us to safely attend hospital clinicals. My student nurse peers were relatable, supportive, and able to laugh together during stressful times. Those stressful times included practicing fundamental skills on each other to ensure we were prepared for all those skills lab checkoffs. For instance, nursing assessments, IV starts, sterile dressing changes, and bed changes as an immobilized patient. We celebrated success whenever the skills checkoff lists were passed for each clinical course. As we learned time management and reliable study strategies, the stressful times decreased and the confidence increased. These experiences forged close bonds early in nursing school, and I've maintained intermittent contact with professors and student nurse peers for over 20 years. As a novice nurse, I learned about Loretta Ford. She was a pioneer in nursing, the first nurse practitioner in the United States. She co-founded the first pediatric nurse practitioner program in the 1960s. I was inspired by Loretta's contributions to nursing. My supervisor encouraged me to join a professional nursing organization and engage with nursing leaders. After joining, I began to gain perspective on nursing research, leadership roles, and best clinical practices. Several years later, I was fortunate to meet Loretta Ford, who was in her 90s at a nursing conference. I was honored to be sitting in the audience of hundreds of nurse practitioners as the first ever NP, Loretta, proudly looked out into the crowd. This was an incredible example of the impact Loretta had in increasing numbers of graduate-prepared nurses in our country. Throughout my career, I was blessed with dedicated preceptors that encouraged questions and fostered a positive nursing culture. I allowed myself to be open to constructive feedback. This enabled me to learn from nursing leaders and grow from a novice to an expert nurse. As an experienced nurse, I became a master preceptor for new graduate nurses. I was so proud to share my passion for nursing and hone the skills and critical thinking of novice nurses. In USC College of Nursing, I have been a DNP student, a preceptor for graduate students, and a clinical assistant professor. I can assure you, in all my experiences with USC Nursing, faculty are always considering new strategies for engaging students and best practices in nursing education, and they will be your guiding light throughout your MEPN program. When each of you receive your stethoscope tonight, I encourage you to embrace the excitement. Look forward to forging relationships with faculty and peers. Reflect on experiences and people that inspired you to seek admission to the MEPN program, and be grateful for all of them. Seek opportunities in the Gamecock nursing community that spark your interest. Create your own nursing story. I look forward to seeing all of you in Nursing 716 this summer, and best wishes for a great spring semester.
Thank you, Dr. Niermeyer. Next, I would like to introduce Ms. Melissa Taylor. We have invited Ms. Melissa Taylor, VP and CNO of Lexington Medical Center, to join us today to bring greetings. The College of Nursing and Lexington Medical Center are partners in training and educating our students, and we are thrilled that they are serving as a major sponsor of this event. Please welcome Ms. Taylor.
Good evening. I'm really glad to be here tonight, and just want to say on behalf of Lexington Medical Center, thank you for asking us to participate in the ceremony, and also congratulations from our administration and all of our nurses on your acceptance into this very competitive MEPN program. I would also like to applaud the University of South Carolina College of Nursing for all that they are doing to help us combat the nursing shortage, and for bringing this program to the state of South Carolina. For those of y'all that are not really familiar with the state, South Carolina is predicted to have the 4th largest nursing shortage by the year 2030. So for all of those administrators and nurses in the state of South Carolina, regardless of what setting you work in, that's pretty concerning to us. So for this university to have the vision and the foresight to expand the educational opportunities and options in order for us to get more nurses into the workforce is greatly appreciated. Secondly, I would like to applaud the MEPN students tonight for making the choice to go back to school. I'm sure there were times that you were thinking, why am I going back to school? But we are very glad that you did, and we are glad that you have chosen nursing as that profession. To the families that are here tonight, I always like to say, don't worry, they are going to have a job when they graduate. They are going to be able to choose what they want to do. There will be plenty of options, so you do not have to worry about that. I'm also really excited about the diversity and of experience that each of you bring to this program. I've worked with a lot of nurses in my career, and some of the best have been those that have diverse backgrounds, either in their education experience or in their personal experiences. So again, thank you for choosing nursing. I've been a nurse, and I debated on whether to tell you how long I've been a nurse, but I'm gonna say it. I have been a nurse for 34 years, and without a doubt, I have never once questioned why I became a nurse. It has not always been easy, and it won't always be easy for you all. I had to get through school. I had to go back and got my master's degree. I had to learn to work different shifts, different specialties. I had to learn to cope with the first patient that passed away that I was caring for. I also had to recently deal with the COVID pandemic, and now the aftermath of that COVID pandemic. So it has not always been easy, but I am still very thankful and honored to be a nurse and to work alongside such caring, intelligent, and dedicated people every single day. Many people say that nursing is a calling, and I have to say, when I first went into nursing, I'm not sure I really understood what that meant. However, the more experience that I have gotten, the more I have realized the effect that we have on the lives of our patients and also their families. Now, with experience, I have a much better understanding of this calling, and I consider it a privilege every day to be able to help people and also help them not only through good times, but those hard times. My assumption is that all of you, there are probably several reasons you chose to go into nursing. Maybe it is the fact that you can find a job. Maybe it's the flexibility that nursing offers as a career. It could be a personal experience led you to this, or it may just be that calling or that feeling that you have that nursing is the right choice for you. Whatever your reason is, my hope is that you will find joy in what you do, that you'll be challenged every single day, and that you'll never take for granted the impact that you're going to have on others. As I'm sure you've heard, this program, or any nursing program, is not easy. It's challenging and very rigorous, but in the end, it is well worth it. So my advice to you is to rely on each other, to rely on your peers who have already gone through this, to rely on this outstanding faculty. There are none that are any better than this faculty here at this university, and then to rely on the nurses that you're going to meet when you begin your clinicals this summer. We all want you to do well. We need you to do well. We're here to support you, so please let us help you do that. So congratulations again, and let's get your stethoscopes.
Thank you, Ms. Taylor. And now the moment you've been waiting for, we will present the students with their stethoscopes. Ms. Taylor will present the stethoscopes to the MEPN students at this time, and Dr. Ebony Harris, MEPN Director, will assist Ms. Taylor. Dr. Rebar will congratulate these students. Thank you. Come forward. Talia Alawine. Carrington Barnes. Pierre Barro. Kyra Bell. Kyra Bell. Cameron Bickley. Michaela Bolton. Michaela Bowen. Shakori Brown. Jennifer Caesar. Haley Chapman. Jahavna Chisholm. Anthony Clack. Grace Coleman. Elise Deloach. Tony Desmore. Charlene Doughty. Odisha Dozier. Jasmine Dukes. Catherine Ellis. Linda Iman. Kaylee Better. Rebecca Gallman. Samantha Gaddy. Alex Gross. Kendrick Henderson. Ricky Holmes Jr. Keisha Houston. Daniela Jimenez. Lakeisha Jones. Karen Kanagopu. Michael Labus. Stephanie Lance. Kiana Lovett. Christina Martinez. Wesley Matthews. Avery McBride. Sarah McPherson. Darby Nugent. Seda Nanyape. Morgan Osborne. Jaslyn Parker. Janae Paisley. Dineshka Padro Frazier. Madison Retta. Hannah Rozier. Morgan Smith. Mallory Tedder. Garrett Temple. Nicole Tolman. Elizabeth Ulalame. Madeline Warner. Catherine Weaver. Madeline West. Melanie West. Melena Wilshire. All right, let's give these students a round of applause.
Next, I'd like to introduce Dr. Ebony Harris. She's going to lead the class in the Florence Nightingale Pledge. So I think on your program for students, it is in that program. So it's on the page. So turn to that page while Dr. Harris comes up to the podium.
All right, so what we're going to do is you are going to repeat after me. So I'm going to say I, you're going to state your name, and then we're just going to read together, okay? All right. I. Let's try again. I. Like I say, I, Ebony Harris. I, what's your name? I solemnly pledge myself before my Creator and in the presence of this assembly to live my life responsibly and to practice my profession faithfully. I will avoid hurtful or malicious behaviors and will not knowingly administer any harmful drug. I will do all in my power to maintain and elevate the standards of my profession and will hold in my confidence all personal and family matters coming to my knowledge in the presence of my calling. I will collaborate with fellow healthcare professionals to provide the highest standards of care, information, and education, and will devote myself to the welfare of those entrusted to my care. Welcome to nursing. We're so excited for you.
Okay, well, we're just about at the end of the ceremony. So what a real privilege it is to see the next generation of nursing students who will be the future of nursing. While I haven't been in the profession quite as long as Ms. Taylor, it's pretty close. I think I'm 1 year short of you. I know. I was standing up here reflecting as all of you were walking across the stage, just thinking, wow, I have seen so many students cross this stage, and it is just so exciting for me to see the next generation come through. So I wish you all the best of luck, and I can't wait to see where this journey takes you. I do want to take a moment to thank OAA and the IT staff for helping plan this ceremony, and I also just want to point out another one of our staff members over here who is also retiring. This is her last ceremony. I'm sure she won't want to stand up or anything, but Ms. Gail Vereen. So between Gail and Cheryl, they have over 50 years experience in the College of Nursing, and so we are going to miss them terribly when they leave in the next month or so. So if you haven't had an opportunity to meet both of them, please stop by and say hello, because they are walking out of here with a wealth of knowledge, but I'm sure they'll be coming back, hopefully, to see us. I also want to take, so from this point forward, the faculty and the students, we are going to recess after this. So what we're going to do is we're going to walk out, we're going to go to the stairs on the inside. And what I want the students to do is go up, I don't know how many steps, maybe 10, 15 steps because of all of us. And then the faculty will be on the sides of you. So when you go out, walk up those stairs, okay? Because then we're going to turn around and you'll take a picture. So our photographer will follow us out. We like to have a picture of each of the classes, and then all of these pictures will be available for you online. Those will be sent out by Student Services later. And so we'll exit out that way, following the platform party. And next, I would like to introduce Miss Jessica McCormick, who has graciously gifted us with her voice as she leads us in singing one verse of the Alma Mater. So Jessica, please come on up.
Please rise and join as we sing one verse of the Alma Mater. When you sing the words, "Hear a health Carolina, forever to thee," we'll raise our right hand as if we're making a toast. So, we hail thee, Carolina, and sing thy high praise. With loyal devotion, remembering the days when proudly we sought thee, thy children to be. Here's a health, Carolina, forever to